Denise Seymour is a phenomenal teacher who is extremely involved in the Fisher School community. She is one of the first teachers to arrive each day and one of the last to leave. Her interest in the success of all students is of the utmost importance. She embraces the new initiatives and researches how to provide the best instruction. She uses her independent time to read about current methods and programs because she wants to learn. She takes feedback and reflects on how to improve. She has taken the lead of our PBIS committee and can often be found leading many of our school's town meetings.
Upon walking into her classroom, it is evident of her affection for all of her students, even the most difficult, and that feeling is reciprocated. The students know that she loves her job and them. This is what they had to say about her. She's amazing, kind, and caring.
She understands her students.
She makes learning fun and exciting with projects and activities.
She is funny.
She knows how to cheer people up.
She is always calm.
She helps everyone.
She teaches well.
She reteaches and clarifies things when we don't get it.
She appreciates others.
She explains things in a way that make them easier to understand.
She helps us pick good books.
She takes care of us and helps us solve our problems.
She is the nicest teacher in the world.
She follows sports and is smart, even though she likes the Yankees.
She is the best.
I love Mrs. Seymour.
She is teacher-tastic.
Let's congratulate Mrs. Denise Seymour, Plymouth's 2017-18 Teacher of the Year.
Good evening, Dr. Semmel, Mrs. Johnson, and members of the Board of Education. After receiving numerous cards, emails, and Facebook congratulations the past few weeks or so, I want to personally thank everyone for their extremely kind words. Being nominated for Teacher of the Year is an honor in its own right, but to be chosen to represent a district filled with such passionate and talented individuals is extremely humbling. The feeling is beyond surreal, and I am truly grateful. I grew up in a household that valued education. My parents' philosophy was old-fashioned and simple. Work hard in school because you're supposed to, do your homework because it is your responsibility, and give to others because it makes you a good person. I am one of 4 daughters, and therefore also learned to fish, chop wood, and to follow stars so you could find your way home if you ever got lost. But our moral compass always pointed to family. Nothing, and I mean nothing, was more important than family. The funny thing about family is that you didn't choose them, you can't trade them, but out of the billions of human beings on our planet, they're the ones who know you the best. They're the ones who cherish you and whom you cherish in return, whether they're your biological family or otherwise. I am very fortunate because I am blessed with 2 families and delighted that they are here tonight. My heartfelt gratitude goes to my husband, John, children, Lauren and Justin, my sisters, and to my extended family for supporting me in my teaching career. You understand that teaching is just not my profession, but a huge part of my heart and soul. If it weren't for all of your encouragement, I wouldn't be standing here right now. My other family is my Fisher family, my colleagues, my dear friends, my Charlie's Angels. I work in a district filled with a dynamic and dedicated group of men and women who bring their passion, patience, and perseverance to our schools each and every day. It is a privilege to work with you and to learn from you. Your support means the world to me. Last but not least, I need to mention the children that I've worked with here in Plymouth. You see, teachers are important to our students in ways we can never really understand. They spend such a very short time with us, and we hope that we have prepared them for the next grade, have inspired them in some way, and have given them the faith to believe that they can make a difference in this world. However, students are important to teachers in ways we totally understand. They are the reason we learn current best practice, the reason we differentiate, the reason we work tirelessly to provide the education they so rightly deserve. They are the reason I am the educator I am today. They have taught me more than any professor, staff developer, or book I have ever read. It is because of their willingness to accept the growth mindset model that I applied and interviewed for Teacher of the Year. And so I say thank you to all of Seymour's kids, past and present, for this wonderful award. I am very honored to be Plymouth's Teacher of the Year. Thank you so very much.
I have to say my own comments about Denise as well, because Denise is actually one of the first teachers I had a chance to kind of get to meet when I came into, new to the building, and she made me feel welcome just as much as I think she makes her kids feel welcome, and she's a fantastic choice for this, and she's been pushing that whole idea of the growth mindset with her kids, and they've even had a chance to mentor some of her students. I've taken on a couple of kids from her previous 4th grade class, and it's been amazing what she's done with those kids, and it's just great to have you represent all of our teachers here in Plymouth, and just so proud to be able to have you be our Teacher of the Year. So I know you're looking extremely forward to presenting to the entire staff at convocation, because that's always the highlight for the Teacher of the Year, to speak to all their colleagues, because that's so easy to do. But really, you have my appreciation as well, and congratulations. And we thought we'd try something new this year as well. We have, I don't know if they've ever done this in the past at the Board of Education, but each year we have a number of retirees from our district. Staff members, whether they be teachers or custodians or paraprofessionals or whatever the case may be, folks who have given their working lives to make our school system better. So this year we also wanted to kind of piggyback onto the Teacher of the Year, the opportunity to highlight our retirees this year. So as a former math teacher, I like numbers, so we have 4 people here who are we're recognizing tonight. We had other retirees, but perhaps they were a little bashful to come out tonight. But the 4 people who are here tonight represent 131 years of experience in our district. 131 years. Now they might be like, dear God, like you're making me sound old. But we didn't want to do a huge amount of fanfare, but we think it's really appropriate to honor these folks as they retire and go on to bigger and better things, and healthy and happy, prosperous lives as they leave us. So we have 4 folks here who are absolutely awesome, and what we're going to do is I'm simply going to call them up. We're going to say just a couple of words. We're not going to draw this out too much or try to embarrass them too much. So we'll honor all of them, and then once we're done doing all that, we'll do pictures and take a recess for all those folks, and more pictures for Teacher of the Year. And of course, because this is a party atmosphere this evening, there's cake. So we have the obligatory cake that Dr. Semmel makes sure that we have to be able to celebrate people. So I hope you guys enjoy cake. So the first person we're going to call up is Cynthia Badenhop. So I know I saw Cindy. So Cindy, come on up. Cindy has been teaching pronouns and dangling participles and good writing at Eli, and the best books in the world at Eli Terry Junior Middle School. She is absolutely a gem of a person. She's an extraordinary teacher, remarkably caring about the kids, and she has been part of our district for over 31 years. So we thank Cynthia Badenhop for her 31 years. And if you could stay, we want you to stay up here. Yeah, we don't need to make this a quad workout. So the next gentleman is, or the next person is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Joe Dennis. Where is Joe? I know I saw Joe. Come on up, Joe. Joe and I talk sometimes at 4 in the morning when we're trying to decide if we're going to have school or not school. And I kid around that Joe can pretty much fix anything if you give him enough duct tape. He will put it back together. He will make sure it works. I've had the opportunity to work with him pretty closely over the past few years, and he is just an absolute rock. You know, you can count on Joe for anything, anytime. I could text him at 3:30 in the morning and say, Joe, how's the weather over at Plymouth Center? He's like, it's snowing, but I think we're going to be okay. And he's been our facilities director of facilities for the past 20 years, and we love him just like we love Cindy, and we're going to miss him an awful lot, but we're wishing him nothing but health and happiness as he retires and goes off into the sunset. And I'm sure it's, you know, I actually am at a disadvantage because I've only been here 2.5 years. I imagine the stories that can be told about these people, and you can leave that for their retirement parties. Right? But they've given so many years of their life, so I know I'm not doing it justice, but I'm doing the best I can. Our next person is Karen DiTomasso. So I've seen Karen here too. There's definitely a theme here because Karen is also an unbelievably caring person. When I asked some of her colleagues about her, they just say so many positive things about Karen, about how hard she works for the kids and how much she wants them to be successful, and she'll just do absolutely anything in her power to help a child be successful. And if I can read my handwriting correctly, she's been here for the past 35 years working with our students. So congratulations and thank you. Now, I hope he doesn't mind saying, but this gentleman has been working in our district as long as I've been breathing on this planet. So I'd like to welcome up Lou Zabuska. Lou lives and breathes art. I've walked into his classroom a number of times since I've been here, and the kids are just hard at work, and he's teaching them about good technique, but also appreciating what art has to do, you know, to add value to our lives. And like I said, he's been here, so I'm telling you my age, he's been working here for 45 years. Seems like yesterday. To love teaching that much and to still look that good, you know, after 45 years working with middle school students. As much as I love middle school students, they still are going through that challenging time, and you parents know what I'm talking about. But we also thank Lou for his 45 years. So we had other retirees, like I said, but we appreciate all of what our retirees have done over their long, illustrious careers for us. And again, we just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done. And if we could just give them one last round of applause.
I'd like to make a motion to make the changes as we outlined, Mr. Penn outlined for us, because I can't really put this into words correctly, but to take off of the list that we have in front of us the elimination of a full-time French teacher to part-time, take off the list the reduction of the PE and music teacher at PCS, and take off the list the elimination of a secretary at Eli Terry Middle School.
And to change the anticipated savings from moving to the HDHP to 96,267.
What he said.
Yeah.
Second that.
Karen, we're going to do a roll call vote. Tony?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Roxanne?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
There you go.